Hello there, this is Cookies. I have turn 46 in Naba. We find an enchanted tomb. I believe that's one death gem. Lake of Living Water, which I think is 2 water. And a battlefield, which I believe is a death gem. So we can go double check really quick. Enchanted tomb. Lake of Living Water. The battlefield. Death. And we move on to Hubberton. Now, no Grand Army here, just 1 PD. He does get to see my formation. Side benefit is we still get these little falcons running around distracting the enemy. And somehow we lose a Desert Warrior and all that. He can probably burn to death. Not a big deal, though. In Sylvania, man attacks Asphodel. He's brought a bunch of Draconians this time. The Harpies take off. Oh, but they land right here. So they didn't go after the commander, which is good for man here. Gonna carry this one. And Adderall raids man. Full group of Minotaurs here. A few Harpies. Ooh, this is a lot of knights, though. So a number of monks, a number of knights, some Draconians. This could honestly be like 4 raiding parties. Find. Not expecting much from the Asphodel force here. Then in Trottern, man attacks with a Call of the Wild. Do 1 PD. Crashes down and kills that 1 PD. We gain a bunch of misfortune. We get a lot of gold, though. We lose all of our tax revenue from a fort and get a bunch of fun. Fortunate. And then we're supposed to have an unusually severe summer. And then Hubberton has been breached. And we've bought a ton of mercenaries, like 5 mercenary companies. All right, so here we are. We're not quite starving yet, but we're about to. I believe we're moving in a number of these guys with these endless bags of wine. Now, we realize we might starve here, but there's a plan here. This force is going to storm. This other army is going to rendezvous. So if he tries to break the siege, he'll fight my combined forces. Then the smaller army will try to storm the fort anyways. I don't think there's a lot inside. There's about 100 units here. So maybe there's 40 here. So maybe there's probably not more than 50 inside the fort. I think we can take it. We've already cracked it. Now, this army, if you remember, looks like this. But when it gets joined by the other army, it looks like this. So we have all the mercenaries. We've got more mages coming in, more camels, more Jangard, more. This force by itself kind of looks like this. So a little bit of communion, some militia, some Jangard up here, Jangard down here. A little bit of fluffing for these elephants, and then a line of orcs. So, yeah. Feeling pretty confident about this. You can see the line here. We're going to redo our trap, but we've altered the script. The bug has not been fixed. So we're just going to do summon Earth Power, Earthquake. Should not fatigue him out. And he should returning on this, but just in case, we've added additional returning scripts throughout the rest of the script, so to make sure he leaves this time. And the goal with this particular Earthquake cast is just to try to knock out some of these low HP mages. So these different gurus and yogis that are even the little like hobbits, prevent them from buffing the army. Additionally, we're continuing to site search, forge. Less of a focus on research at the moment as we're out conquering, but we are doing some lightless lanterns to adapt. Getting a dragon helmet for blood hunting, penguin dowsing rods, and continuing to ramp up the blood eco. Getting another Shaitan this turn. Forging a water bracelet. This guy's going to help break us into water. We've got another one who's got the crystal path, which is pretty nice. So if we get enough boosters, we don't have to do it with her. And yeah, I think I'm feeling fairly confident about the battle. I was a little bit worried about this. There is a 7% chance he goes to the void. It would suck. It'd be kind of unlucky to lose our pretender twice. The void would make sense. Losing it to the bug was kind of shitty. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and adapt around here. We're also doing Call of the Winds on the cap. Maybe we can knock out some little bit of cap PD. In retrospect, though, this was just a waste of air gems. We knew that he had a decent amount of cap PD. Well, not necessarily, because Abyssia killed it. So if it was just 1 or 2 PD, this would have worked. Maybe even 6 PD, it still might have worked, but because it's monkey PD. But still, probably could use those air gems and birds to patrol more blood hunting. It wasn't really necessary. So, yeah, I think that's most of it. Mostly just continuing on. Irene's recruiting a bunch of priests to deal with this throne. Zan's just continuing to scale. He's going to be a monster. He's got a bunch of land here. Very contiguous nation, like mine. Then got Sakane down here. But hopefully we can deal with Bandarlog, get our second cap, and join the second cap club. Zan and False God. And whoever have his own fascia at this moment in time. I think is Asphodel, but it could be Hidson. So, yeah. Other than that, next turn we should get an entertaining battle. I'm anticipating this army to come back and defend Huberton. If I had his army, I would look at this army. I think this is potentially beatable. Sure, it's 100 sacreds, but maybe with a lot of more body ethereal and soul slay and whatnot, maybe you can beat this. So, or at least prevent it from storming successfully. I think he's going to want to come back. And that's when we hit him with the bait and switch, and it's all of this. Additionally, it's going to be nearly 700 troops. I think that's going to be overwhelming. So, all right. So that's it for that. I'll see you in turn 47. Good one.